We're with the first Vespa I've ever ridden. Not the first scooter, but the first Vespas. You got some horns going off. Got to watch out. Hopefully they see me on this beautiful Vespa. But my local dealer here in Naples, Vespa of Naples, is doing a ride and drive. And so they're letting us take some Vespas out and test them out. Now this is a 150. It's a Tech 150. They have 50cc models all the way up to 300 series, so just under 300 cc's. I love like the single-sided, it's not a swing arm, but the single-sided wheel that we have here, single brake. Now it does have ABS here, even it says ABS there, but you have this cool Vespa little chrome piece right there too. I mean, look at this thing. This is a cool motorcycle. Yes, scooters are motorcycles, and this one's techie. I mean, I don't know if this is the one I would be getting. I would probably like it to be a bit more old school. Of course, it's on the center stand here, but we're gonna go ahead and take it off the center stand. You just roll forward, and this one's keyless. So flip this, push in, flip, and then screen comes on. We also have some storage in here. That's pretty cool. You just press this button and it opens the storage up. So to turn it on, I was struggling a bit. There is no clutch, right? It's a scooter. So this is a rear brake, if I remember right. This is front brake, but you have to hold in the brake to get the motorcycle started. All right, we have some information up here, an odometer. It's got full, well, it doesn't have a lot of fuel in here. Trip meter. Now this is very different than the classic style, which is more analog, but this seat is super comfortable, all right? And I'm not used to putting my feet down. My gosh, this thing is super smooth compared to my Grom. The suspension seems to be, maybe it's just that the seat's super comfortable. But we're gonna go ahead and we got the turn indicators right here. Don't have a stop sign, so let's go ahead and go this way. Rolling on the throttle. Getting onto the brakes. I will say this Vespa is so smooth. The engine, we got a school here, all right, so I'll let the kids go by, or maybe not. Kids checking out the Vespa. Good morning, thank you. This is so fun. Okay, feet, I feel pretty compact here. My feet are pretty close to me. Now, this seat is huge, so if I don't like the seating position, I can move around a little bit. Now, the flickability of this, like, it might even be more laughable than something like the Grom. Also, the front brake here seems to be a bit non-existent. The left brake has some nice resistance right away, but the front brake is pretty, like, not a lot seems to be going on. Turn indicator showing up here. ABS is probably disabled for whatever reason. Haven't done a whole lot. We got some low beams and high beam control right there, a little horn, LED turn signals, and we got the big lamp up top. I like how high this lamp is. A lot of motorcycles' headlights are going to be a little bit lower, so I like this for visibility. The circular mirrors are real nice and fat. They're pretty close to me too, so I feel like they're easy to adjust. Oh, it's so relaxing. I believe the representative that was talking to me, I believe his name was Akash. And he's like, yeah, man, what you're gonna notice right away is that you're just gonna feel chill, a little zenned out, and typically you don't want to be super zenned out on two wheels because you're obviously you're a lot more vulnerable. But honestly, as I'm gonna turn to left here, oh my gosh, this is very maneuverable compared to the Grom. It just feels a little bit more eager to turn in. Now it probably has I don't know, I'd have to look it up. Maybe it has a shorter wheelbase than the Grom. But yeah, it's saying 42 miles per gallon. I'm sure it gets a lot better than that. But yeah, the throttle response here is really smooth. And like the engine, it vibrates a lot just sitting here, more than the Grom. Like I'm shaking up and down on this 155cc technically is what it is. Full throttle through the turn. It doesn't seem to have as much get up and go compared to the Grom, even though it might have more horsepower numbers. Maybe, I don't know, I'll have to put the weight. Let's go ahead and test it. I don't want to get hit by a massive F-250. Oh my gosh, like honestly, this is so much more natural feeling than the Grom is at low speeds. High speeds probably going to be the Grom will take the cake, but like, oh my gosh, these roundabouts and just rolling on the throttle, super smooth, super natural. And I didn't cancel my turn signal, typical motorcycle behavior. All right, so nope, get onto the brakes hard. Yeah, you know, the brakes I could do a little bit better. All right, so maybe I'm just getting used to them, but it's a pretty soft brake feel. Obviously the rear brake, like it feels like there's nothing there. The front brake, the stopping power there, I was not very impressed with it. But man, getting started here, this thing is just an absolute low speed city assassin of a motorcycle. And the comfort here is incredible. I really like the suspension. It's handling the bumps better than my Grom. It seems like the suspension is definitely better suited for my weight at 200 pounds compared to the Grom. The Grom just does not want to handle my weight. But the brakes feel a little bit, like I said, better on the Grom, but maybe I'm just getting used to this. But I left the blinker on again. But first impressions here on the Tech 150, if you're riding around town where most of your riding is done below 45 miles an hour, I mean, I can't think of something better than this. But again, I haven't ridden hardly any scooters. It's been maybe 12 years since I've ridden a scooter. So we're gonna head into the Vespa store here, Vespa of Naples. Check him out. And I'm very, very, very impressed so far. Let's see if I can back it up with this cute Tech 150. Now, we're gonna try out the standard Primavera 150 here in a little bit to see how much different it is. But I'll see you guys in the next one.